There are few things that take so little time, cost nothing, but have such a huge benefit on our organizations than recognition. So today, let's learn the true benefits of employee recognition. Appreciation, recognition are the equivalent of eating healthy, exercising, and getting a good night's sleep of workplace relationships. And kind of like those three things, we often avoid doing the basic things that are actually foundational to our relationships. So today, let's look at the real benefit of employee recognition. First, for our organizations, for our customer experience, and then for us as individuals. Hi, I'm Littlefield, and I've spent the better part of 15 years training leaders at top companies across 6 continents on how to get recognition right. I'm a regular contributor to Harvard Business, Forbes, and you can check out a lot of my videos on this channel about the importance of recognition. Okay, let's jump in. Now, let's start by looking at the numbers. According to research that was done by WorkProud, they found that turnover decreased by nearly 25% when people were just recognized once a month. That means that we invest maybe 2 to 3 minutes to be able to recognize somebody, and it decreases turnover by nearly 25%. Is that worth the 2-minute investment once a month? Of course it is. When people feel recognized, turnover decreases, absenteeism decreases, people are more productive, they're more profitable, and that's why this simple action is so key. But beyond that, it also improves well-being. So if we want to produce great results as companies, then we need to have our people there and doing their best work. If you've seen any of my other videos on engagement, then an engaged employee is one who is active, involved, and enthusiastic about doing their work. Well, an employee who hasn't been recognized for a long time is most likely not going to be enthusiastic about doing their work. Although many leaders think that they don't need recognition, so why do their people? Or isn't the paycheck recognition? They fail to understand the real role that it plays in our relationships. And so let's look at the real benefits of employee recognition. Now, I want to just give the caveat around trophy culture, because many people think that we're just going to give a trophy to everybody. And I just want to acknowledge, I hate trophy culture. I don't believe in it. I think it's wrong. I think it sends the wrong message. But there's a difference between giving people rewards and awards for just showing up and just expressing our appreciation for people showing up. That's different. Here's the thing. If an employee doesn't get recognized, they're not going to die. But the thing is, if you've ever noticed, if you've done work and nobody said thank you, you're okay the first time. But if you do work and you slave and you do extra work, and then they don't recognize you the next time and nobody notices it at all, and all they do is talk to you when you did something wrong, effort unnoticed over time slowly turns into resentment. Resentment turns into disengagement, because if no one's going to value, appreciate me for doing this, why am I doing it? Why am I putting this extra effort in if nobody even cares? I once asked a nurse in my interviews and said, what's the best acknowledgement you ever got? She goes, it's really funny you asked that. She goes, I've been working as a nurse in this hospital in Boston, I won't name the name of the hospital, for the last 6 months. And nobody has once said anything to me the whole time. I come in early, I stay late, I make sure that the next shift has everything they need to be successful, and no one said anything. In all reality, I was actually starting to look at other jobs. But the doctor came in today and he goes, hey, you know, I don't notice it that often, but I really appreciate you coming in early and staying late, and I really appreciate you having here. There's been a huge difference since you've been here. And she goes, that one compliment, I'll give it another 6 months. So we forget that that one message can be the difference between an employee staying and an employee leaving. Now, research has found that when people get recognized on a regular basis, and to keep on going with a nursing example, there was a study that was done by WorkProud where I think it was 13,000 nurses in a hospital system in Texas. And they found that when people got no recognition, the turnover rate was like 58% or something like that. And when people got recognized just once a month in their recognition program or platform, that number went down by nearly 25%. Someone just noticed. So if we want to provide amazing patient experience, we want to provide an amazing customer experience, we need our people there to do it. And we don't just need them there, we need them there and feeling valued so they offer that value, that great care, that great customer experience to our people. Research was done by Gallup also found that turnover decreases, absenteeism decreases, productivity increases, and all the rest. So there's plenty of research out there about the importance of recognition in the retention and the engagement of our people. But beyond that, recognition also creates social cohesion. Think about how you feel when you know that somebody actually values you and appreciates you. Think about in your household how conversations go and how people feel when people feel valued. Think about as a spouse, as a family member, when you feel people aren't just talking to you when you do something wrong, but they're also appreciating you when you do something right. Recognition is the signals that we send to people that we see them, we care for them, and we value them. And so beyond just the business results, it's actually how we build relationships and show people that we see them. Now, beyond just for our business or just for our relationships, when it comes to the self-care side of things, when we recognize others, it actually triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and recover response. And it's part of the way that we de-stress. Have you ever noticed when you do something kind for somebody else, you also get that little dopamine hit? And so when we express our appreciation for others, when we let people know that we value them, when we share what we appreciate from them, it also positively impacts us as well. So recognition goes far beyond just this nice to have thing, but it's critical to the success of our companies. It's critical to the success of our performance, the retention, but also to our self-care as well. So if you want to build the kind of culture of recognition within your organization, just today, pause for a minute and let somebody know that you value and appreciate who they are, what they contribute. It may just be the difference between them going somewhere else and staying with your organization for years to come. I'm Chris Littlefield from Beyond Thank You, and I hope you found this video helpful. And if you want to help nurture culture appreciation and recognition in your organization, reach out to me at beyondthankyou.com and make sure you sign up for my newsletter where I send out regular tips, tools, and resources to make building a culture of appreciation even easier.